Did you know that had the creators of Stranger Things gone with their original plans, we would have gotten a much different show? Well, friends don't lie, the retro 80s sci-fi show we all know and love, created by Matt and Ross Duffer, is easily one of Netflix's best series. But not only did they have a completely different vision of it all in the beginning, some of the networks they pitched it to would have made some serious changes. Before Stranger Things debuted in 2016, there wasn't much buzz surrounding it, but it turned into an overnight sensation. Now we're in 2020, and the show is still one of the most popular programs on TV, with Season 3 reportedly viewed by 64 million households in its first month of release. We definitely love Stranger Things here at Screen Rant, and as the story continues to evolve, we all get more and more impatient as we have to wait what seems like forever to get new installments. I mean, Season 4 probably won't even be out until 2021. But honestly, we should all be pretty grateful for how the show turned out because Stranger Things went through a lot of changes in its early stages. So let's unlock that curiosity door. I'm Greg Elliott, and here's how the original plan for Stranger Things is very different from what we got. The show was originally going to be titled Montauk, as it didn't initially take place in the fictional town of Hawkins, Indiana, but instead the real-life town of Montauk, New York and the surrounding Long Island area. The Duffer Brothers are clearly influenced by Steven Spielberg, and it was a real Montauk fisherman named Frank Mundus that inspired the character of Quint in Jaws. Montauk also happens to be at the center of a conspiracy theory known as the Montauk Project, involving mysterious government experiments dealing with time travel, mind control, and aliens. Remember that monster that washed up on the beach in 2008? Well, that was in Montauk too, so when the Duffers decided to move the show to a fictional location, it lost its original name. The show was also originally pitched as an anthology series that would have had a different story and cast each season, so Season 1 would have been 11 story and that's it. At the time, American Horror Story, True Detective, and Fargo were all doing well as anthologies, but thankfully, Netflix predicted audiences would fall in love with the kids and decided to fully invest in a full-blown series focusing on the same characters. Along with the anthology idea, they also considered putting each season in a new decade, with Season 2 going to the 90s. The idea is interesting though in a way. If each season had time jumped a decade or so, it could have caught up to the present day in about 5 seasons. The Duffer Brothers have said that they really like the big time jump in Stephen King's It, also an influence on the show, so who knows, maybe it could still end up in the present day somehow. Thankfully, it seems like Netflix was really interested in the kids and invested in having them be the focus of the show. But not every network was like that. Before Netflix picked it up, the Duffer Brothers were rejected by several other networks, many of whom wanted to either make it a proper children's show or drop the kids entirely and make Hopper the lead, focusing on his investigations of paranormal happenings around town. Oh, and one more thing, in the early planning, when the show was still being developed as a limited series, there was actually the idea for Eleven to die in the end, sacrificing herself to save everyone as the end of the whole show. Kinda seems crazy to have Stranger Things without Eleven, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right! You better run! She's our friend and she's crazy!
Well, thankfully they didn't break Hopper's Don't Be Stupid rules and quickly moved away from that one. We'll never know if Stranger Things would have taken off like it did had they gone with some of these ideas, but we've still got some time until Season 4 to think about it and re-watch as many times as we like. We'll be here for you until then, so keep up with us to stay in the upside down loop. I'm Greg Elliott, and that's how you do it, Hawkins. That's how you do it. See ya.